We're going to explain how to remove empty spaces in Excel. There are several ways to tackle this, depending on where the extra spaces are located, within cells or as empty rows columns. 1. Removing leading and trailing spaces from within cells. This is the most common issue. Leading spaces are at the beginning of text, trailing spaces are at the end. Excel often doesn't visually show these, but they can cause problems with formulas and data analysis. Simplest way is using the trim function. Let's say your data is in column A, starting from A1. In cell B1, enter the formula trim A1. This will remove leading and trailing spaces from the content of A1. Drag the fill handle, the small square at the bottom right of the cell, down to apply this formula to all the cells in column A. You can then copy column B and paste as values over column A to get rid of the original formulas. Removing spaces within a cell. If you have multiple spaces within the text of a cell, trim won't remove those extra spaces between words. To get rid of those, you can use the substitute function along with trim. It's a bit more complex, so let's say your data is in A1 again. The formula in B1 would be trim substitute A1, though. This replaces two spaces with one, then trim removes any leading or trailing spaces. You can repeat the substitute function to reduce more than two spaces into single spaces, e.g., trim substitute A1 removes up to 4 consecutive spaces. Remember to copy and paste as values after completing this process. 3. Removing entire empty rows or columns. This is easier. Select all your data. You can do this by clicking the top left corner of your spreadsheet. It will select the entire sheet, or by selecting the range containing your data manually. Then, go to the Home tab. Look for the Find and Select option. In that drop-down, select Go to Special. Choose Blanks and click OK. This will select all the empty rows or columns. Now, right-click anywhere within the selected area and choose Delete. You'll be prompted to delete entire rows or columns. Confirm as needed. 4. Using Power Query. Get and transform. For large datasets or complex cleaning, Power Query is a powerful tool. Import your data into Power Query. There are multiple ways to remove spaces within the Power Query editor. You can find and replace spaces, trim spaces, or even use advanced text transformations. It's more advanced, but offers flexibility and efficiency for large-scale data cleaning. It is accessible through the Data tab, then Get and Transform Data followed by From Table Range. Remember to always back up your data before making any major changes. After using any of these methods, it's good practice to check your results carefully to ensure that all unwanted spaces have been removed.